Welcome back, everyone. In this episode of Unlocking Heart Rate Training, we are taking a deep dive into heart rate zones and how they can benefit you. Let us get into it. Your heart is more than just an organ. It is a powerful messenger. It constantly communicates how hard your body is working during any activity. By learning to listen to this feedback, you can transform your fitness routine from guesswork into a precise science. This concept is the core of heart rate zone training. It allows you to train smarter, not just harder. You can achieve better, faster results in less time. It also provides a crucial safety net, ensuring you push yourself effectively without overstepping your body's limits. This simple shift in perspective, from focusing on distance or time to focusing on your body's internal effort, is the key to unlocking your true fitness potential, making every single workout count. Imagine having a personal coach with you on every walk. Imagine having a personal coach with you on every run. Imagine having a personal coach with you on every bike ride. This coach would tell you exactly when to speed up to challenge yourself and when to slow down to recover. That is precisely what heart rate training does. It provides real-time, objective data about your physical exertion. When you train with your heart rate as your guide, you create workouts with a specific purpose. You are no longer just moving for the sake of moving. You are targeting specific physiological improvements. This approach helps you avoid the common pitfalls of either training too hard all the time, which leads to burnout and injury, or training too easily, which leads to frustrating plateaus. Many people think that getting fit means pushing to the absolute limit every single day. However, this approach is not only unsustainable, but also inefficient. Your body needs a mix of different intensities to build a complete and resilient fitness profile. Heart rate zones give you a clear and simple framework for achieving this balance. They help you understand that an easy day should be genuinely easy, and a hard day should be effectively hard. This method removes the ambiguity from your training, providing a clear path forward. You will know precisely what you need to do in each session to get closer to your goals, whether that is finishing your first 5K, losing weight, feeling more energetic in your daily life. This essay will serve as your guide to mastering this powerful tool. We will break down the concept of heart rate zones into simple, easy-to-understand pieces. You will learn about the 3 main zones of training, what they feel like, and the unique benefits each one offers your body. We will provide a straightforward method to calculate your personal zones, so you can get started right away. You will also find sample workouts, practical tips to help you integrate this knowledge into your weekly routine. By the end, you will see how this simple shift can make your fitness journey more effective, more enjoyable, more successful. So, let us get into it. At its most basic level, your heart rate is simply the number of times your heart beats in 1 minute. This measurement is typically expressed as beats per minute, or BPM. Think of it as your body's internal speedometer. When you are at rest, calm and relaxed, your heart rate is low. This is known as your resting heart rate. It reflects the minimum effort your heart needs to pump blood through your body. As soon as you start to move, getting up from a chair, beginning a workout, your muscles demand more oxygen-rich blood. Your heart responds by beating faster to meet this increased demand, and your heart rate goes up accordingly. This active heart rate is a direct reflection of your physical effort. So, why are these numbers so important for exercise? Because they provide an objective measure of intensity. How you feel during a workout can be subjective and influenced by factors like your mood, the weather, how well you slept. Your heart rate, however, gives you an unbiased number that tells the true story of how hard your systems are working. Training with heart rate zones involves using this data to guide your workouts. Instead of just running at a certain pace or cycling for a set amount of time, you aim to keep your heart rate within a specific predetermined range or zone. Each zone corresponds to a different level of intensity and stimulates a different response from your body. By dividing your exercise intensity into these zones, you can tailor each workout to achieve a specific goal. One zone might be ideal for building a strong cardiovascular base, promoting fat burn, while another is better suited for increasing your speed, increasing your power. Using zones brings structure and clarity to your training plan. It ensures that you are not just exercising, but training with purpose. You know exactly how hard you should be pushing to stimulate improvement without pushing so hard that you risk injury or burnout. This strategic approach is what allows you to make consistent progress and see tangible results from your efforts over time. Think of it like cooking a meal. To get the best result, you need to use different temperatures at different times. You might simmer a sauce on low heat for a long time to develop its flavor, then turn up the heat to high for a few minutes to sear a piece of meat. Heart rate zones work in the same way for your body. The lower intensity zones are like simmering on low heat. They build endurance metabolic efficiency over longer durations. The higher intensity zones are like a quick sear. They are done for short periods to build top-end fitness and power. A well-rounded training plan, just like a great recipe, uses a mix of these different intensities to create a complete and satisfying outcome. To make this powerful concept easy to apply, we can simplify heart rate training into 3 primary zones. Quick visual. 3 colored bars: green, yellow, red. Imagine these zones as a traffic light for your body, each with a distinct color and purpose. This simple color-coded system helps you visualize your effort level at a glance. By learning to identify and train within these 3 zones, you gain control over your fitness journey. Let us introduce our 3 main zones. First, low zone, green. Light, comfortable effort. Think of it as your all-day pace or go signal for building a base. Breathing easy. Full conversation possible. Efficient at using fat for fuel. Warm-ups, cool-downs, recovery sessions, long, steady workouts that build aerobic base. Spend the majority of time here for long-term health and endurance. Next, medium zone, yellow. Caution light, steady, moderately challenging. Breathing deeper. Speak only in shorter sentences. Tempo, stamina zone. Strengthens heart and lungs, boosts endurance, running, cycling, swimming. Finally, high zone, red, stop and go. Short, intense bursts. Near maximum capacity, rapid, deep breathing. Talking limited to 1 or 2 words. This is the zone for HIIT. Builds top-end speed. Raises your maximum performance ceiling. Triggers significant calorie burn quickly. Because it is demanding, train here sparingly with adequate rest between efforts. Now that you understand the 3 main zones, the next logical step is to determine what these zones are for you personally. While there are highly precise lab tests available, a very simple and widely used formula can give you a great starting point. This method involves estimating your maximum heart rate, or MHR, which is the highest number of beats per minute your heart can reach during all-out physical exertion. The most common formula for this estimation is beautifully simple. Just subtract your age from the number 220. While this is just an estimate and not a perfect physiological measurement, it provides a reliable baseline for most people to begin structuring their training. Let us break down the formula. It is simply maximum heart rate equals 220 minus your age. For example, if you are 40 years old, your estimated maximum heart rate would be 220 minus 40, which equals 180 beats per minute. If you are 30 years old, your estimated MHR would be 190 BPM. If you are 55 years old, it would be 165 BPM. It is important to remember that this is a general guideline. An individual's actual maximum heart rate can be influenced by genetics, fitness level, and other factors. But this formula is the most accessible way to get started without needing any special equipment or testing. Once you have your estimated maximum heart rate, you can calculate your 3 training zones as percentages of that number. The percentages provide the lower and upper limits for each zone, giving you a clear range to aim for during your workouts. The standard percentages for our 3-zone model are as follows. The low zone is typically 50% to 65% of your MHR. The medium zone is 65% to 80% of your MHR. The high zone is 80% to 95% of your MHR. These percentages define the boundaries of your green, yellow, and red training zones, turning abstract concepts into concrete, actionable numbers. Let us continue with our example of a 40-year-old person with an estimated MHR of 180 BPM. To find their zones, we do some simple multiplication. For the low zone, we calculate 50% of 180, which is 90 BPM, and 65% of 180, which is 117 BPM, so their low zone is 90 to 117 BPM. For the medium zone, we find 65% of 180, 117 BPM, and 80% of 180, 144 BPM, making this zone 117 to 144 BPM. Hit the like button. Subscribe for more Fitness Plus Nerd content, and tell us in the comments which fitness or nerdy topics you want next.